B.I.P. Stretching early morning, this hard work isn't foreign. Natties and scholarships, ain't nothing else important. Passion to be the best, that's how I run the wrist. Passe, stay high and tight, Miss T, don't play that mess. Gotta prove your worth in class to be center stage. I put in time on these fortes, ain't I minute-made. Stay on point in every style, let me demonstrate. Second to none, and I put that on the quasi. I gotta give it my all, I wanna be responsible for one of the plaques on the wall. One trophy ain't enough, need my name engraved on the mall. Nothing's out of my reach, Miss T lace me with this porter bra. Strong core on point, but I never fall. Shall say to the phone whenever destiny calls, cause I wanna be the GOAT. So whether on stage or in class, the mission's no notes. Look, StudioTypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming it for Mars. So at minimum, we landing on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar. StudioTypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming up for Mars. So at minimum, we landed on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar. Being Primus the dream, work the hamstring. Solo at national, my team can trust me. Every day tryna level up the repertoire. So every class, StudioTypes gotta raise the bar. Being Primus the dream, work the hamstring. Solo at national, my team can trust me. Every day tryna level up the repertoire. So every class, StudioTypes gotta raise the bar.
Of course I pack, and I work extra hard because nationals is like bigger to me than like regular competition. So I need to work extra hard to get better and be ready for nationals.
Yeah, we gotta pack. I have to practice my dances.
Like,
Yes, I have
a lot of pressure.
Yep, I have to practice my critiques that the teachers gave me so I can make my dance better. And by the time we get to nationals, I'm like, look at this place, it's bigger than all the other competitions. Nationals, win a lot of trophies. It's nationals, it is nationals. It's called nationals, bigger than all the other competitions. So we gotta go hard.
Oh, I packed a swimsuit, of course, because I love to go swimming.
Same. I packed my swimsuit just like Aaron. I packed a bunch actually. I packed my regular clothes, and then I packed my electronics, and then I packed some stuff that my baby sister needs, and I packed some electric blankets, and yeah.
Traveling to Showstoppers was pretty cool. We had some staff members meet our dancers in Orlando because we were in LA. We were leaving LA. From LA, we were flying into Denver, I believe. Well, our plane was delayed, and we were worried that we weren't going to meet our connecting flight. Well, thank goodness they knew that there was 90 people on a flight altogether that they didn't want to reschedule. So the plane that was leaving from Denver to Orlando waited for us. So we got off the plane, got to Denver. We did not get into Orlando until 1 o'clock in the morning. Dancers had to be to the competition at 9 a.m. No sleep.
Everything just felt so like a dream to me. Like, this was our first time ever going like to back-to-back competitions. So leaving California and then now you're going straight to somewhere else, it was just like, I was craving the bed, my home, I was craving sleep. So yeah, but we pulled through.
I would say, cause I had a, what's it called, a red eye?
Yes,
I had a red eye flight. So before I even left LA, I had a whole show to do. So then when me and Trinity had left, we got on the plane at like 9? Yeah, 9 at night. And we had got to Florida at 7 in the morning. All I wanted to do was go sleep. And by the time we got to the hotel, it was time to leave. Like, I got like a probably 30-minute nap in. I was so mad. I just wanted to go home to my bed. my own bed, not no hotel, not no resort. I wanted to sleep in my own bed, but it was cool. It felt like unreal.
But let's
Like,
not even forget, like as soon as we got to Orlando, the following morning we had to get up to go compete again. So it was just like, and it wasn't like 9 o'clock. It was early that morning when we got back. We had to go straight to showstopper and compete. I was like,
it was like no breaks.
no breaks at all.
We got to Orlando at like 3 o'clock in the morning and still had to be up for competition at like 8, and it was just like life of a jet setter.
Arriving to the competition, like on the opposite coast or opposite side of the coast, I was just tired and ready to go home. I felt a little sick too, but I was excited to perform, but I just wanted to go home and go to sleep and then go to Disney World.
For me, I was still in competition mode. I was like, all right, we did our thing at Celebrity. Now it's time to do it again at Showstoppers. And also, it was my last competition ever. So I was gonna do my best. And that's how I was. I was like, all right, all of y'all need to get here. I don't care how tired you are. We're gonna compete these dances and we're gonna compete them well. So that's how it was like for me.
Honestly, I felt like a rock star. I was like, yo, we've been doing this for like 8 days now. We've been traveling. We've been dancing, taking trophies, snatching trophies left and right, getting on a plane. We're superstars. These kids cannot say they don't feel great about the feeling that this is giving you. And you're actually doing it and you're making it and you're placing. It felt so good to be there. And it felt even better knowing that as a studio owner, I didn't have to be present for 777 Dance to keep on being there. Our dancers, our petite members, our mini members, they were placing. They were winning. Our petite won first, second, and third overall. They swept their whole level. What? That was amazing to know that I could still walk in and the work that we've been putting in all year still showed on that stage. And the staff that we placed in place was still able to handle that. The parents that were there to be the costume moms were handling business. It just felt so great to say that I can still have multiple things as a business running at the same time, and I did not have to be present for it to be successful.
So for Showstoppers, to prepare, we took the whole family basically. My husband, our 2 sons, and of course Aaron. So it was a lot of planning, a lot of chaos trying to get all of us packed for a week in Florida, as well as making sure that we did not miss anything for Aaron, making sure we had costumes. I told them at one point, I don't care if we don't have clothes, as long as we have her costumes, we good. Making sure she had all of her shoes, making sure we had to, we drove to Florida, so getting the car service, just making sure we had everything that we needed so that we wouldn't be running around last minute, even though there were last minute trips to Target once we got there. We actually drove to Orlando for nationals. It was a 6-hour drive from here. So we drove down, the whole family. My mom was supposed to go, she couldn't make it, but we made it a family trip. We factored in, I don't like stopping, but of course 6 hours I had to. So we factored in some stops, factored in some little bit of sightseeing here and there, resting of our legs, making sure we had enough snacks for everybody. So that's what we did.
The car ride to Orlando was like super rainy. I did not think it was gonna end. It took like forever. We got there at like 6. It was so long.
I feel like there was no way to prepare for this trip. I had my son Nova with me, who's very active. I had my daughter with me. I think she may have been, she's very young at the time. So trying to stay in the Airbnb, go back and forth to the competition, I mean, it was just overwhelming. I wasn't prepared for it. We took the minivan down to Nationals. I did not feel like getting on a plane with the baby, all the stuff, the strollers, you know, we just packed it in a van and drove down. You know, you have to stop every 2 hours with these kids.
So the car ride to Orlando was long because for my birthday, we had to stay at, we went to Alabama for my birthday for 3 days. So this is Alabama, this is Georgia, this is the place we need to be. So we left in the afternoon, we got there at 2 a.m. I was sleeping.
Family will come sometimes. I know that grandma and my sister and whoever is in the city at the time will try to come by and see her at competition. They love it, one, because it's open to the public and free. But, you know, they get to see all her hard work on stage. They get to see what type of levels they're competing against. So they see, like, these girls are really good.
To see some of our members that were not able to go to California in Orlando, it was a little hectic because we had to adjust dances for California strictly, and now we have to take them and not redo them, but go back to the original way. So it was just a lot, and we only had a little bit of time to do it. So it was definitely, we had our work cut out.
It was so great to see them because I know they were sad that they couldn't make the trip, but there was no way that we made them feel uncomfortable. I was just so happy to see my babies, see them hugging me, to see them saying, where you been? Like, we were talking about 2 nationals for a long time. But I guess it didn't compute to them that we were going to LA and that we will meet them later. So the grandmas in them, these 6-year-old grandmas, like, you weren't here to see us do our dance, and it would have been nice to see you here. Those kind of comments. I thought that was really, really cute to see. I miss them. I love that we have that kind of relationship with our dancers, and we were able to just make fun of it and laugh about it. So this was our first time with Showstoppers. This is the first time Showstoppers allowed dancers and dance studios to attend nationals without attending a regional. Normally, you have to qualify at a regional to be allowed to even register for a national. So it was really amazing to walk into Showstoppers, and they put on a show. Their stages are everything a dancer dreams of. The backdrops matching our costumes, the thoughtfulness in the movement, the sound system, the audience. They had like 6 stages going on at one time. It was tremendous. Their award ceremony makes you feel like a celebrity and a rock star at the same time. The way they treat our instructors, it was just great. I felt like we are in this. We are in Orlando doing the nationals, and we're here to win it all. It's possible.
Erin's expectations for nationals was she was going to be performing all of her songs, all of her dances, and she was, I think she was expecting to be there the entire week of nationals. At every competition, she actually wanted to go to a few of the other companies' competitions to support. So I think she was, of course, very excited, very, she was anxious, but more so excited, and was definitely looking forward to hanging out with some of her dance friends once we got to Orlando.
Nava's expectations for nationals were just bring it. I mean, they come to eat the stage every competition. She has higher expectations for herself when it comes to dance than I do. And so her and the girls, you know, they're working extra hard. They want to stay and practice some more, you know, and I'm the one kind of nudging her saying, come on, let's go to the ice cream shop. Let's go do this. She's like, no, I need to stay. So, you know, the girls have really high expectations for each other and themselves, which is good.
So usually during the season, actual dance competition season, it's just Erin and myself. It's just easier to maneuver without dad and her brothers. And usually with the brothers, they have soccer and baseball, so it always conflicts. But they were able to witness and be a part of nationals, make sure that they attended the first day that she had to perform at nationals. And I think it kind of encompassed them seeing her in her element, just made it real for them, because you know, in boys' minds, they kind of think she goes dance 1, 2, 3, and then she's done. So they got to see a whole day of competition by going to nationals. And then her dad, of course, was very excited. Even during dance competition season, there were links that I could send him to watch, but you know, it's nothing like being in the moment of competition.
This was my first time attending nationals, and it was nice. It was a beautiful hotel. You know, we tried to make a vacation out of it as much as possible, but nationals was fun. It was overwhelming, but fun.
What I liked about Showstopper was that the big stage, we had room to do everything bigger and better.
Yep, about to say the same thing. It felt great.
It felt
to be
great
at
to be at
Showstoppers.
Showstoppers.
Yep. It was fun, yeah.
I went to a lot of restaurants.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
The feeling of going to another competition was an adjustment, I would say, because you still have to have your game face on, and everybody as a whole was drained, but we still had to go in, like, there's still more trophies to win, there's still more overalls to win. Like, that was what everyone had to have in their mind. You had to, like, kind of push your sleep to the side.
I just remember getting there right off the plane. I was just drained. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do them dances. I was standing there, I was like, y'all gonna have to cut me. 'Cause I'm about to mess this dance up, y'all gonna be mad. But it was just, it's something you had to adjust to. And I feel like if we ever did that again, I feel like everybody as a whole, whoever like went to those competitions, would be prepared more and know like, oh, this is what's gonna happen. We know how to handle this now, instead of just standing there like, I wanna go home.
The feeling was we were a little bit tired, but we knew we had to, you know, bring the heat. Showstoppers is a really tough competition too.
It is.
So the national level is very tough. So
It was a lot of, you know, really good. It was really good competition, really.
The energy around Showstopper, it was actually really, really good, and like the energy was very, very high. Everybody was very nice. The dances were amazing, and they were all like nice dancers. Like they would see us and be like, "Oh, good luck" or "Good job," and it just really made me happy. That's the one thing I look forward to when going to a competition.
Yeah, with Showstoppers, because we were so tired coming from Celebrity, it was definitely great being around other great competitors. Like they just brought up the vibe where it needed to be for us, and always seeing other dancers that can really dance, it just makes you want to outdance them even more. So I was ready to go. It made me want to perform watching them perform.
The energy at Showstoppers, I'm gonna say for myself, was not there at all. Like, I would say probably, I don't know, I tried to have energy. Like, I tried my hardest, but it wasn't the best energy I could have. I was not there at all.
The energy at Showstopper, as far as the competition, they did their best to like kind of keep everybody into good spirits and like, you know, have good energy and dance around, have fun. I think for us, it was a little bit of when can we go home? It was kind of like a roller coaster. Like California was here, and then it was just like, so yeah, we just had to. It was more of a struggle to pull energy out.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
it was a lot of energy, just a lot of energy flow in general. It wasn't as separate, like the dressing room was just like a big open area, so like everybody's just kind of everywhere. And then there was so many rooms it was like 3 different stages to compete on, and everybody's just out in the lobby of the place. So it was just,
the energy was like nonstop. It was like you just have to keep going. It was
There was no room for a moment just to sit and breathe.
It was just so much.
Get to the stage, get to that stage.
Do this, do that.
Yeah.
To see others compete at the highest level, it was very inspiring. Like, I was inspired. I was impressed. And for me, I don't get impressed often
At all.
So for this, I was like, now this is the type of competition I want to be at all the time. Because just seeing someone who is so good and you're like, you have the chance to compete against them, it's like, wow, we're at the same level. Like, I don't know, it made me feel like a competition dancer for real. Like, we're here to compete, and this is what competition is. It made me smile. I love competing.
It definitely made Showstoppers one of my favorite competitions of all. Seeing how good they were and how clean they were, that was like, okay, I want to look like that. Within my last year, I just want all my dances to look clean and nice and sharp. It was really inspiring.
We're going to go add our adjudication dances since we were in LA. Our dancers miscompeted in their dances, but they still want to present it on the stage first. To the sound person, the announcer, and that's when you enter it in, get your times. So making up the recording. Logistics with Showstoppers. So once we were in LA, normally the schedule for competition comes out about 10 days before competition. Our schedule came out and 14 of our dances were pushed to Monday and Tuesday. Well, we're in LA. There's no way we can compete. Our soloists that are in LA, our duo trios that are in LA, and our 7 tween dancers that were in LA. So I called the competition, tried to work it out, and we did not have a final solution until 2 hours before we boarded our plane to go to Orlando. So while we're in LA, Felicia, myself, Sherlyn, we're working through the fact that some of our numbers will not qualify for competition. They will have to be adjudicated. And adjudicated meaning that they can be viewed by the judges and given a score, but they cannot be considered for nationals. That was a bummer for our 7 tween especially, because a lot of their dances were scratched because of that. But they did compete their dances, which was great. It's a beautiful stage to dance at Showstoppers, but they did not get the opportunity to qualify for adjudication. There were a lot of soloists as well that did not get to do their solos because they wanted to make overalls, of course. So not having that fact and not being able to make overalls, and some dances get missed, it was kind of like a letdown from us coming from LA to Orlando. But at the end of the day, we just knew that we'll make the best of it and make it all count when we get there.
Oh, that was disappointing. You know, that some of our kids, since we were in LA and they couldn't make it, I guess, in time for.
Like they had to be there by the performance time.
Yeah, in order to be up for adjudication.
To hear that some of the dances wouldn't be up for adjudication was kind of upsetting, especially for me, because one of those dances were my solo. I didn't get to, and to me, it's just like, if you can't get adjudication, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what you want to be there for. You want to hear your solo called, or your dance in general called for overalls. Because, you know, that's just, I don't know, I feel like that's one of the best moments of competition, to see out of like however many dances you were top this. So, yeah.
I was a little upset because it was one of my favorite solos and I loved performing it, and not being able to perform it, it kind of, I wasn't too sad, but I was also like, well, I really just wanted to win.
For me, especially for our younger kids, like for 7 tween, when I heard they're not gonna be up for adjudication, it just kind of like, it sucks, because like they could have won. Like when you know a team is getting ready to like dance their best, and you know like they could have really done something here at Showstopper, it was just like, It was sad. I'm glad they still got to perform and people still got to see who they are, but when we could have had the whole competition, it's another story.
So normally there's an option for you to push your dances to another day. And the only way that it works for you to push your dances to another day is the studios that you're competing against, we all agree. And we all advocate for that to happen. Unfortunately, we are new to Showstoppers, and the studios that were participating in the competition did not feel the need to move their dances to another day for competition, which then made us be adjudicated only and not able to make it to overalls.
So our family did do other activities outside of dance during nationals. We went to Aquatica, which is the water park down in Orlando. We actually met up with some of Aaron's dance friends and just had a little family reunion, if you will. We also went to SeaWorld. We went to SeaWorld.
We love to go to Universal Studios. We used to have season passes every year until the baby was born, but we had to make a trip back there to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. So we love all those places. We had to do that for 1 or 2 days.
My birthday was on July 1st and I turned 8 years old. In Orlando, we celebrated my birthday by our hotel, we had a pool. We swam there like every day, unless the days when we had to go to nationals. And yeah, I can't remember the other thing we did to celebrate my birthday, but it was fun. Go out to eat? Oh yeah, I went out to eat with my friends at after nationals, and we just sat there and ate, and then they sang happy birthday.
I enjoy not celebrating Naomi's birthday by going out to eat. And like it made me happy to know that she's getting older.
My favorite dance to see competed was Satisfaction. Only because like that dance, it is a dance within a dance. Like it's just so much, but we pulled through and we did really well. Even when we felt like, okay, that wasn't what it could have been, it still did really good for us, and we did good with that dance.
The energy for Satisfaction, I remember pulling all my energy out for that dance. Like I was like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna win, we're gonna do this. And it made me so happy when we got to the finals. Like that just made me like, all my energy went up after we made the finals. So yeah, Satisfaction was my favorite.
I think Destiny's Child always has like a certain level of energy and a certain wow factor to it. So it's always good to see, and I think them knowing that this was like their last time doing it kind of just put a little extra spice on it. So I think that was my favorite.
Up next from Snellville, Georgia, please welcome to the stage, Destiny's Child.
This is the remix. The Jeeps pump this new remix. This is the remix. Radios play this remix. This is the remix. The clubs pump this remix. This is the remix. Refugees in the remix.
I know you want me, I can see it in your eyes, but you keep on fronting what you feel on your mind. 'Cause you
Great ones. Let me tell you, I honestly, I had to send me a couple prayers to the dance gods because it was a lot to try to fit in for the premiere. They are like really, it made me appreciate them a lot more when they do that dance because the dance is actually a little harder than what it appears. And it was a lot to learn in such a little bit of time. So.
Favorite, I love Great Ones.
Satisfaction was really good too.
Yeah. Satisfaction is always good.
I think Satisfaction, watching it, even both times, again, still holding your breath because what is Trinity gonna go off again just to make it to the, to push us over? But even the modifications. Oh, and what happened with Satisfaction? Was that the one that she stepped out at the last minute? There was a lot of moving pieces behind stage, like seeing the girls work together to fix, if something was missing or, we needed to adjust. Miranda didn't compete.
Oh, that's right.
So at the last minute, kind of just seeing them, come together and step up and say, hey, I'm gonna do this part, and I know this. That felt really good to see that, all of the talk about, stand on the side, learn to dance anyway, they could step in and fill out whatever needed to be done. Even watching Great Ones, it just, watching it on the overall competition day, it just was filled with so much emotion, and finally, like them seeing, because the dance was about them being friends, and that's literally them, like they're friends, and just the emotion that was happening, throughout the dance was just nice to see.
Scoring at Showstoppers is platinum, high gold, gold, silver, but a perfect score is diamond. And it comes in this like cute pink box. And it's exclusive, like it's not even out. They don't even unpack it. You see all the other trophies out and you're like, okay, I got a platinum or a double platinum. But perfect score. And the first group to get perfect score from 777 was our elite company doing Satisfaction. Breathtaking. What a way for our seniors to end off their season, end off their dance careers with 777 by getting a perfect score and invited to the finals.
Hi, this is Casey Orr from Snellville, Georgia, here with 777 Dance, and this is Satisfaction.
Intruders must be destroyed. Self-destruct initiated. Self-destruct cannot be countermanded. Forwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So good. I saw, whose knee? I hope your knee is all right. I see you rubbing it over there. No, this is all good. That was incredible, you guys. The energy, the sass, the fierceness. How much fun was this piece to perform all season?
It's so fun. It's really fun doing it with them.
Yeah. Are there any seniors? Seniors among the group? Yes. Where will you be heading next year?
Hampton University.
Yes. And how about you?
University of Illinois, Chicago.
Yes. UIC.
Georgia Gwinnett College.
Congratulations. I love it. And who's the name of your teacher?
Taylor Rose.
And what studio are you all from?
So let's break down what making it to the finals means. Making it to the finals means that you are in the intermediate division. Intermediate division, 8-year-olds, right? Intermediate division, teens. Intermediate division, competitive. 3 divisions under intermediate, you made the finals. So there was either between 8 to 10 in each category that made it, but to have 2 take over, it looked like a checkerboard. And when we made it to the finals, like we did a champagne toast with the owners. They congratulated us for making it this far. We saw some studios that we were fangirling after. Soul Shocker, that's tremendous. It was just an honor to know that I'm looking to my left and my right, and I am seeing studios that I respect, and we're all standing on winner's row. And pretty much, to me, we won. Being there is the ice cream, right? And the sprinkles. The cherry is winning that division and being showcased the way we were. And I have to say that Showstoppers, they follow their name, like Showstoppers. The whole TV kind of thing, interview before a dance, interview after the dance, 24 judges watching your choreography, full room, the monitors going and matching your costumes, like they literally stop a show. And I just needed that. I just need you guys to see the clip. And when you see the clips, you're gonna see how amazing we did as a dance company and how proud it was for us to even walk away from Showstoppers knowing that we are winners. Okay, so Joshua's doing his solo, and I have to say this is the best I've ever seen him perform his solo. He's been doing this all year. We've been doing solos with him since August, and it comes time for Showstoppers, and we were all in attendance. Let's say that. It's perfect timing that pretty much the entire company, entire Premier Elite Tween was in the building and screaming his name, and his cousins were there, and his grandparents were there, and of course his mom, Miss Tamika, was there. And he performs his solo, and this is the first time I felt like Joshua looked like a man on stage. And watching him do his solo, and we knew it was a perfect solo, but you know, we biased. It's our Joshua. Well, Joshua got a perfect score. Diamond! My goodness. Our first time at Showstoppers, and killed it. Whew.
Oh, she may be weary. And young girls, they do get wearied wearing that same old shaggy dress. Yeah, yeah. But when she gets weary, try a little tenderness. You know she's waiting.
We made it to top 10 for our premiere number, which is Great Ones, choreographed by the amazing Rachel Truitt, and our dance Satisfaction for Elite, choreographed by Taylor Rose, made it to the finals. I mean, let's just be clear, okay, y'all? One 1,000 numbers. 2 were 777. It was such an honor. It was great to see our dancers on stage killing it.
Hi everyone, this is Casey Orr back from Snellville, Georgia with 777 Dance, and this is Great One.
He told me that hell didn't exist and that heaven was beautiful.
I wanna be a great one. I wanna be a great one. I wanna make $1 million, making all my days count, counting with my day ones. Before I hit the grave, son, Louis V don't chase none. I wanna make $1 billion, bring it to my pops, say, Daddy, what you prayed for? What is life? What is love? What are lies? What is trust? What is everything? Everything is nothing without you. What is life? What is love? What are lies? What is trust? What is everything? And everything is nothing without you. Saved, yeah. And when my day is done, I hope I die faded. When they take me way up, I hope I fly faded. What is life? What is love? What is time? What is trust? What is everything? Everything is nothing without you. What is life? What is love? I hope I am enough. What is everything? Everything is nothing without you. Nothing without you. Nothing without you. Nothing without everything is nothing without you. I wanna be a great one. I wanna be a great one. I wanna make $1 million, making all my days count, counting with my day ones. Before I hit the grave, son. Louis V don't chase.
How do you think you did?
Amazing.
Amazing. How does it feel to take the stage at national finals?
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. What was your favorite part of this number all season?
The fact that I'm dancing with not just my friends, but family that have been here since I was 5. So to dance with people that really motivates me is a lot. Because, you know, they've been there when I was down, they've been there when I was up, and we all like to see each other succeed. So to dance here together as one means a lot to almost all of us.
This is beautifully said. Your family, I love it. Who's your teacher?
Rachel Truitt.
And who is the choreographer?
Rachel Truitt.
Amazing. And what studio are you guys with?
And there you have it, season 1 of StudioTypes Raising the Bar. Thank you so much for joining 777 Dance as we enter into our 20th year in business. You've seen it all. You've seen us rehearse. You've seen us laugh and cry. You've seen us go to competition and win 2 nationals. See you again in season 2. Peace.
Advanced Jazz age of 10 is number 1448, Work It Girl.
Professional, professional, hallelujah, professional, hallelujah. I told y'all I was a professional. Clock the hair, clock the mug, clock the nails, clock my skirt. You better get into it. Clock the bag, clock the shoe. Now punch the clock, it's time to work. Move over, amateurs, taking mine, taking yours. Somebody better hold my purse. Figure it out like Nancy Drew. Catch on quick like hallelujah. Who gonna check me, boo? Not you, I'm a pro. I'm a pro. I am a professional pro. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. I am a professional. Work. I came to work. I'm here to work. I told y'all I was a professional. Work. I came to work. I'm here to work. See, I am a professional. Professional. Cannot touch my drive. References, I'm a pro. I'm a pro. Honey, I am a professional. Oh, so y'all want me to leave? Oh no, you ain't gotta call security on me. I came up the elevator, I can leave back down the elevator. Okay, I know she better quit rolling her eyes at me from behind that cubicle. I know that.